Good morning to everyone. We coming off I guess you could say a productive week. We lost the game to Troy early in the week, which I was very disappointed in how we came out and played, mainly in the second half. We came back and had a great week, great practice 2 days, had a mental day, then we had a real work day leading up to the game. And I felt our guys responded well with the way they played on Saturday against Marshall, who came into the week. They was like one game out of first place, 1 or 2 games out of first place. Obviously, they lost to South before they played us in overtime, and they came and played us, and our guys responded well. I was happy for our seniors, Kittrell, Mike Thomas, Kendall Davis, Zeke Cook, Christian Wright. I was happy for them guys to kind of send them off with a win, and I felt we just had a great team win on Saturday night.
A lot of times when you play arguably your best game of the year, the next game is over. There's a letdown, but you're playing which could happen, but you're playing someone that you're very motivated to play well against because you didn't like how you played last week. Just talk about that matchup mentally, psychologically. How do you look at that?
Well, we went back and watched the tape again. We watched it again today before practice, and like I told the guys, I done watched this tape for the sixth time, and I wish I could change what I've been seeing on this tape, but I can't. But one thing we can do about it is just correct our mistakes that we made from the last time we played them. Play with more energy and effort for a consistent 40 minutes. And I can live with the mistakes if we playing hard and we playing the right way. So we had a good practice today. It was kind of like a little mental day. We had some bumps and bruises from some guys, but we're gonna get out there of it on tomorrow and Wednesday. We're gonna get out there of it. Then we're gonna travel up to Atlanta and drive down. But we'll be ready to play on Thursday though.
So, I mean, I don't look at it as a great matchup, but you're saying it's more than it was more than just not matching up well with them physically.
I mean, they kind of won a physical. excuse me. They kind of won a physical matchup against us. They kind of pushed us around a little bit. They obviously had 17 offensive rebounds against us, which is their mo. They want to turn you over and get to the glass, and we didn't handle that well. We kind of let our emotions get the best of us. And I just showed the guys. We showed the guys what they did wrong, how we had letdowns. I counted over 30 blown defensive assignments just in the first half. So that's a lot. That's normally for a game, but that's just first half. And all things are very correctable, very correctable. So I'm expecting us to have a great effort on Thursday night.
Not asking you to comment on the officiating in the first Troy game, but the idea would be that it's probably not going to be called the same way, or at least maybe we can hope it's not. Does that impact at all some of the adjustments, knowing that it might be, fouls might be called differently?
Only thing we can do is control what we control. The referees, they call it, they call it, they don't, they don't. Troy is known in the league as the most physical team just by how they play. And I just told our guys, we just got to match their level of intensity. If they ain't not going to call it on one end, go do the same thing on the other end. And maybe they might not call it in. So we just can control the controllables, and they're just playing hard, playing with energy, playing with effort, defending, rebounding, low turnovers, making shots, and we'll just see where the chips fall.
Is Kendall going to play again?
Yeah, Kendall's going to play again. That ankle injury, he warmed up Saturday, and he was going to try to give it a go last Saturday, but we just was watching him. And I just said, Kendall, let's kind of wait until this week coming up. And he obviously wants to play against, Troy and Southern Miss in these last 4 games we have. But I told him, I said, man, I'd rather have you at 100% than 50%. So he'll be a big part of our game plan this week. If he's available, he practiced a little bit today, and he's going to do more tomorrow. And we'll see how he feels on Thursday. It'll be a game time decision.
Mo hit a jump shot. He went the 3 point. He hit a jump shot. Like, it seems like, I don't know if he's confident yet in doing that, but with the way he plays, if he does that just a little bit, that could help y'all, it seems like. It can make it harder to defend. Just talk about that.
Well, Mo is a guy that he's always working on his game. He's always in the gym working on his jump shot. And sometimes I have to tell him, like, hey, stop thinking about it so much. Just play, just kind of let it come to you, relax, and you get a jump shot, shoot it in rhythm. And he's put in the work, he's put in the time, on his jump shot. You can tell by his free throws. He's shooting 80%, I think, from the free throw line this year in conference play and overall. And it does open up a lot of things for us by him being able to make a jump shot, open up his drive to the basket and stuff like that. But big thing for him, I just asked him to, just keep being aggressive, make the right play, and just keep bringing your energy and effort to the game.
I know you don't like to look ahead, but the Southern Miss, like, that was a game that you probably felt like if y'all had played a little better, you could have won. Like, what do you remember from that first matchup that y'all have to correct when y'all do play?
Well, I think we was up 8 or 9 at one point. Southern Miss, the second half we was up, and we just got to value the ball, take good shots, run the offense, execute on offense, and execute on defense. Southern Miss is a very talented team. Like I've said all year, to me, they're one of the more talented teams in the league. When they playing, like they got a lot of guys who can really score the ball and really impact the game in different ways. We just got to value each possession when we play them, especially up there on the road. It might be their senior night, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. But we just got to value each possession, execute the game plan more than anything.
So what's the mindset right now with 4 games to go in the regular season?
Our mindset is to keep trending up. We had a big win Saturday. Let's not have a letdown, this week coming up. Let's keep moving up. And I told the guys, I said, regardless of our overall record, we still can put ourselves in a good spot for the tournament, and we can kind of ruin some people's plans. These teams that's ranked above us, we can kind of ruin their plans, and I'm okay with ruining people's plans and stuff like that. I'm clearly okay with that. So that's just been my MO to the team. Let's come out here. Let's continue to play hard, practice hard, play the right way, and let's just see what happens. And I think with these guys, man, they've been fighting all year, and like I told them, just keep fighting. Keep fighting, and some good things going to happen for us.
3 of your last 4 wins, you've held opponents to like 38% or lower. And the other win was 41%. Is that sort of the key going forward to get that done on a consistent basis?
Well, if you go back and watch the Super Bowl, the Philadelphia Eagles held Kansas City to 22 points? And I don't even count the last touchdown that Kansas City scored. So it really was like, 15? To be honest with you, Kansas City had 0 points at halftime, if I'm not mistaken. Defense wins championships. That's the name of the game. You got to defend, you got to rebound. And me, being a defensive guy, when I tell the guys when we do it the right way, defending and rebounding, we hold teams 35%, 38%, 40%, stuff like that. I mean, you watch Houston the other night against Arizona. I think Arizona scored 58 points. And that's a team that normally averages like 80-plus points a game, something like that. So defending, rebounding, that's the name of the game. And that's what's going to get us to where we're trying to get to. It's a lot of basketball left to be played. I've seen crazier things happen. So if we continue to defend and rebound, and I think we can do a couple of different things offensively that can put us in a good position to win games.
The other night, did a lot of things well, but it just seemed to be a better coordination with Christian and Mike. It just seemed to flow. Was that a matchup thing, or is there a key there to get that to happen again more in the future?
Well, we started 3 guys, 3 seniors in the backcourt. Mike, Cantrell, and Christian. Both of those guys have played a number of games, and they all three are great ball handlers, great decision makers. So it just gave us a different dynamic, kind of took Christian off the ball a little bit, allowed Mike to play on the ball, vice versa, kind of allowed Mike to play off the ball, Christian on the ball. It gave us more speed and better decision making just from a perimeter standpoint. So it's something we're probably going to look more at doing down this stretch right here, just allowing make teams how to match up against us. Mike is a tough kid. People don't know that Mike played football. He was a football player first, despite his little small stature. He was a kick returner and a defensive back. He always joked with me about that. I said, there's no way you play football being 150 pounds. But he's a tough kid that can guard bigger guys. Obviously, Cantrell can do that. He's been doing that his whole career here. And Christian Wright as well. So I'm okay with playing them 3 small guys out there if they give us the best chance to win.
There were a couple of times Saturday when Kyron and Jeremiah were both in the game, and you went big to big and got a couple easy baskets. Was that just something you saw that you could exploit with Marshall?
Absolutely. Kyron is a skilled guy, can shoot it, he can put it on the floor, he can pass really well. Jeremiah, as everybody can see, is really coming. His confidence is high. He obviously can score the ball. He's a skilled guy as well that can pass, shoot the ball, put it on the floor. So we got to take advantage of that. You know, what they don't have in bulk, like Hosanna, you know, they have in Lit, you know, and they more skilled and more traditional bigs that you normally see. So it's something we can do down to, you know, moving forward as well, like playing those two guys together, because Kyrie can shoot the three, Jay can shoot the three, Kyrie can post, Jay can post, they both can pass. It's just them being able to defend smaller guys, which they do a decent job at. So it's something that we can look forward to down the stretch right here.